the hands of the NDP. Hold on, wait. Only one man going to get 5 in a row, and that is Edwin Slag. Because we're not moving. Terence Oliver, welcome, brother Terence.
I'm coming home, baby. Slow down.
Yeah, DJ. Ooh, yeah. Come on, my people. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, DJ. Thank you, Mr. DJ. There is no doubt that on election night, the new Democratic Party, the team we place here, will be coming home as the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Party President Dr. Friday, Vice Presidents Matthews and Major. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings from the Southern Grenadines, and I'm here to tell you that come election night on the 5th, the 4th seat that will be coming home is the Southern Grenadines. Last night we had a motorcade in Union, and it was only Union alone. And when we done, Labour run home because the new Democratic Party, we are here to take over. Young people, I am saying to you, they are trying to fool you. They are trying to tell you NDP will take away this. They will take away jobs, they will take away scholarship, but it is a big lie because the new Democratic Party, we are here to provide betterment for you, the young people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We talk about jobs, and more jobs, and we will provide that for you. Our leader is made us capable. Our team, we are ready. We have experience. We have been in the wilderness, and it's time to bring us out to take St. Vincent and the Grenadines further. Tonight, I want to say to you, not Windward, make sure we will be first, but I want to make sure that not Windward come in second. Give Siobhan your support and bring her home. Bring her home. Back to the foes of the new Democratic Party. And when we leave here tonight, you must send the message to Labour. We're gonna vote you out, and the new Democratic Party is in charge. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Let me see your rocks, wave it. Let me see you wave it. Hey. Show the people, cameraman. Show the people. All the jump and shout. We gonna vote them out.
Jump and shout. And we gonna vote them out.
Whoa. All right. And Hannah, I cannot wait when Terence Oliver is sworn in as the next Minister of Education in this country, ladies and gentlemen. They talk about an education revolution, but Terence continued to say, we will re-engineer education in this country. And Brother Terence Oliver will do it for us. Now, the next speaker I'm going to bring to the podium, ladies and gentlemen, is a candidate that I have had the opportunity to go house to house with, to go around with, and to campaign with. A woman who is going to connect and identify with the large number of female voters in the biggest constituency in this country. And when you see the man that the ULP start to fall in East St. George, you know it's because a woman, Sister Lavon Gibson Velox, bring it home for the NDP. Welcome, Sister Lavon Gibson Velox, our representative in East St. George.
I used to bite my tongue and hold my breath, scared to rock the boat and make a mess. So I said quietly, agreed politely. I guess that
Dr.
Dr. Godwin Friday, President of the New Democratic Party, fellow candidates, not Eastern George yet, not Eastern George. Supporters of the New Democratic Party gathered here tonight. What a crowd of people! I bring warm greetings from the picturesque constituency of East St. George, and we're represented here tonight. East St. George, let me see you! I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Chevron and her team for hosting us here this evening. The welcome has been great, the crowd has been great, and we know there are great things in store for us tonight. Just stand up, sit back, whatever you're doing, and listen. Listen so you could go and spread the message to your friends, your family, your enemies, whoever is willing to listen to you. Spread the word that change is coming, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines will return to the New Democratic Party. After 19 years of nonsense, we deserve better. Let's make the change. Your vote is your voice, and we must send a clear message that we are demanding good governance in this country, not the poor excuse we are accepting now for government. And we will be voting overwhelmingly for Team NDP, the team that cares, the team that's committed, the team that respects you, and the team that is going to get St. Vincent and the Grenadines working again. Thank you.
Cameraman, put the camera upon the people. Put the camera on the people.
Survival is a hell.
I want to see all your posters, all your rags.
In every nation,
put the camera upon them. Hey!
We suffering down in the
all you ready to vote? You ready for new government?
Oppression.
Hey!
Repressive education. For a chosen few, so many brothers on the corner. Cause no school to go.
What a time tonight.
No work to do.
What a time tonight. Alright. Alright. We ain't come out of St. George yet, you know. We still in St. George. And if you think the New Democratic Party just have one good looking woman, you lie. Please welcome from West St. George. West St. George in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. K. Bacchus Batiste.
We voted Mama K, we voted Mama K, we voted Mama K, and we going all the way. We voted Mama K, we voted Mama K, we voted Mama K, and we going all the way. Hey, she's not here to eat her food. She's not here to trick and fool. She's here with the mother's heart. Embrace her and give her you all. She's Mama K, we voted Mama K, we voted Mama K, and we're going all the way. We voted Mama K, we voted Mama K, we voted Mama K, and we're going.
Good night, Owia. Good night, North Windward. Good night, West St. George. Good night, SVG. Good night, Team NDP. On November 5th, 2020,
the NDP will win government. We will win this election. Shout it out. And on the 6th, we will celebrate with Friday.
We voted mama. We voted mama. We voted mama. We voted mama. We voted Mama K. We voted Mama K. We voted Mama K.
And my dear people, West St. George will be bringing the seat home with Mama K. Mama K is here to feel your pain, and Mama K will give you victory. My dear people, I am really overwhelmed here tonight. About 4 years ago, my husband, Cheryl Batiste, and I went to the home of this lovely young lady, Siobhan. She was pregnant at the time, and we told her we want her to represent North Windward. At the time, she was taken aback. She was not sure. She said she will think about it. But we kept at her. We pursued her. And tonight, you have a victor. A victor in North Windward. She's going to defeat Montgomery. She's going to whip him and drive him back in his hole. North Windward is coming home. But let's be sober. This is very serious. I want you to look at the voters list very carefully. Last election in the Sandy Bay station, 101% of the possible persons who could have voted. I say that to tell you that you have to guard your democracy. I want all your agents to be properly trained. And once they are, which they are already, they can never thief this election again. I promise you that. We are looking at them. We have trained agents. They will never thief another election. Thanks to you, the people of North Windward. That petition from North Windward and Central Leeward opened our eyes. We know what they're going to do. But I tell you, look at the list. I had about 4 or 5 persons in my constituency just removed to another constituency, transferred without their consent. Please, people, please look at the list and make a report to your returning officer. That is what I did. Make a report because it's their duty. You cannot transfer someone without their consent. Please look at it. So I want to bring you exaltation and tell you we're going to win, but I'm telling you, don't move ahead of yourself. Comb the list, register, guard your democracy, and we're bringing it home, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We're bringing it home. Victory.
Leadership you can count on. Leadership you can trust. Easy man with the plan.
We bringing it home. We bringing it home.
Easy land. Anywhere you go,
I want to hear all you. I want to hear all you.
when you walk in the street and they call
NDP family, I want to hear you sing it.
he's a decent man.
Because the next day
Vision 2020
after the election is what?
your support.
Is a Friday. So what we shouting?
Love is Friday.
What? I can't hear you. Again.
Love is Friday.
Hey.
Over the land.
Who's the man? Friday is the man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Before I bring up the next speaker, the next candidate for the New Democratic Party, it will be remiss of me not to acknowledge the man who came before him. At Sion Hill, we had a rally that had them trembling. They couldn't believe that after the rally that we had, or the office opening for Ben actually, in Central Leeward, that we would have been able to do it again on Sion Hill, but we did. At that same office opening for the candidate for 2020, we paid tribute and homage to the man who led the New Democratic Party after Sir James and who took us through the 2015 general elections. A man who stood up and fought the good fight, ladies and gentlemen, for free and fair elections in this country. He is unable to be with us here tonight, but I know that he is home and he is watching. I want the cameraman to put the camera on the crowd, and let us give a big love for our former party leader, Mr. Arnhem Eustace. Show him some love. He will not be contesting 2020, but he has made sure that he sends somebody who ain't gonna drop sleep on the job, who is full of energy, full of fight. Welcome, East Kingston, Dwight Fitzgerald Bramble.
I was buried alive, but still I'm breathing. I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling. I am alive, there must be a reason. I was given one more chance, my heart's still beating. Buried alive, but I'm still breathing. Yes. I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling. I got a real good feeling tonight, North Windward. Yeah. East Kingston. East Kingston in the house. President and leader of our esteemed party, my friend, former schoolmate, former teacher, former football captain, cricket captain, Dr. Friday. I am honored to be here with you tonight. And the rest of my colleagues, I am doubly honored to be here with all of you tonight. Brothers and sisters, the 2020 elections in St. Vincent and the Grenadines will demand that Vincentians make a life-changing choice. A choice of the NDP that will liberate us from the fangs of poverty and unemployment and economic hardship created by the Unity Labour Party. Or you can choose the Unity Labour Party that will bury our already rock-bottom economy created by them. We have a choice to make between keeping a ULP party in government, which has created the highest levels of poverty and unemployment in the history of this country, with almost half of our population living on $14 a day. $14 a day. And almost 10,000 on poor relief. Or you can choose an NDP party that will create jobs and get St. Vincent and the Grenadines working. You have a choice between continuing to have your well-educated children to stay at home or stay on the blocks for years with nothing to do and no employment, or you can choose the New Democratic Party that will bring hope to our young people, that will create jobs for our young people, and that will create opportunities in business, sports, and education. Brothers and sisters, you have a choice. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, on November the 5th, you have a choice between a Unity Labour Party, poorly administered healthcare system, where when you go into the hospital, you have to take your own sheet and pillowcase, and you're sticking plaster and aspirin. Or you can choose a New Democratic Party that will create proper health care, provide proper health care facilities and the like. Brothers and sisters, the choice is yours. On November the 5th, the choice is yours. That choice will forever change your lives. That choice will forever change the course of this country. Make the wise choice. Make the smart choice. The smart choice is the New Democratic Party. Because this is one nation, one people, one Vinci. Let me hear you. One nation, one people, one Vinci. Not Windward, I love you. Good night. God bless you.
Sensation, wake up.
Play the tune, DJ. Play the tune. Play the tune.
Nation of St. Vincent and the Grenadines economy. It's time for me to get rid of these ULP. Go out election time and vote for the NDP. Look at the state of SPG under the ULP. Oh gosh, I'm so ashamed, it make me angry when I see so many people living in poverty. It's time enough we get rid of ULP to end corruption, victimization,
Hey!
nepotism, bad representation,
In East Kingston.
accountability. I better
Who we voting for in East Kingston?
for the key.
Who we voting for in East Kingston? Oi! We voting?
We voting.
Alright, alright.
Get rid of the ULP.
Alright.
We get them.
Alright, Mr. DJ. We're going straight into a performance, but during the performance, we're going to make a slight adjustment for security purposes to the lights, so just bear with us. But we're going straight into a performance because we're not stopping the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let me ask all a question. Let me see how smart my people are here tonight. What is the biggest slang right now for the 2020 general elections? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Welcome to the podium, the war tanker. Make some noise, a flanker. Jump.
Hello.
Everybody jump up. Everybody jump up. Everybody.
You must say.
Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. You will be dead. Carlos is getting licks. Mirando is getting licks. Low. I can't hear you. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead.
Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Oh God. Labor dead. Labor dead. The party dead. You will be dead.
Carlos is getting licks. Orlando is getting licks. Minerva is getting licks. All of them getting licks.
Sutherland is getting licks.
Carmelo is getting licks. Even the ball of beg, they getting licks till they're dead. I know this election night, no father going to piss their bed. Talk about 5 in a row, this time out there. Nothing ain't going so. I said nothing.
Going so.
Labor dead.
Hello. Yellow Army.
Everybody,
The news.
put something in the air.
Allow me now.
We're sending them home. November the 5th.
Labor dead. Labor dead.
Labor dead.
Oh God.
Labor dead. Labor dead. The party dead. You will be dead. Carlos is getting licks. Orlando is getting licks. Minerva is getting licks. All of them getting licks.
Sutherland is getting licks.
Carmelo is getting licks.
Even the ball and beg.
They're getting licks till they're dead.
I know this election night.
No father going to piss.
Say men.
Talk about 5 in a row. This time all they have. Nothing ain't going so.
I said nothing ain't going.
Everybody. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Why?
Hospital in a mess.
I saw them in a mess.
The country feel depressed.
It's time to release. I saw they lie. I saw they thief. I saw they wickedly. I wonder how they sleep. I saw they lie.
Hello. Yellow Army.
Hold on,
You
Fuji.
hear the news?
Alright, Fuji. I'm coming back later. This was just a warm up. All the stay right there. Don't move. Alright, that's a run tune still. Are they doing some more? Go back for the tune. Bring back the tune for me. They tell me take more time. Everybody bounce. Everybody bounce. Everybody bounce. Everybody bounce.
You must say,
Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. The party dead. Labor dead. The party dead. ULP dead. Carlos is getting licks. Orlando is getting licks. Believer is getting licks. All of them getting licks. Carmelo is getting licks.
even the ball and them,
They're getting licks till they're dead.
I know this election night, nobody going to be stable.
Number 5 in a row. This time
I have to go.
nothing ain't going so.
I said nothing is
Patios. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. The party dead. You will be dead. The road and them in a mess. The PG feel depressed.
It's time to release the stress.
I saw they lie. I saw they thief. I saw they wicked. Me, I wonder how they sleep. I saw they lie. I saw they thief. I saw they wicked. Listen. They're raising up everything except for salary. The only seat that we need is sung in the cemetery. We need justice for Yogi. Justice for Yogi. Justice for Yogi. Everybody jump. Labor dead. Labor dead. I'll be back. Don't go away. Whoosh. Labor dead. Oh. I can't hear you. Labor dead. Oh. One more time. Labor dead. Oh. I want to hear you in Kingston. Labor dead. Oh. I want to hear you in Mariaqua. Labor dead. Oh. I want to hear you in East St. George. Labor dead. Oh. I want to hear you down in the Grenadines. Labor dead. Oh. All right. Can we have this area clear for us, please? Whoosh. Somebody bring me a towel. Wow. All right. We're going to move on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on. We just get a little song sort out. Let us just get the little song sorted out before we move on to our next speaker. Ras. Respect, but I ain't want you there, Ras. Ras, I don't want you there. Alright, so ease over so for me, please now. Thank you very much. Much respect. Wow. Alright. Please, again, we don't want anybody behind the speaker box here, alright? We know you want to jump up and party with your party. But we don't want you there. The next speaker that I'm going to bring to the podium, ladies and gentlemen, they afraid him bad. Because when this man open his mouth and talk, action have to happen right away. He sent out a warning. He said to the leader of the political party to release the poverty assessment report or else. He also went in his constituency and said, all you remove the shop or else. Well, I don't know what you're coming with tonight. Please welcome to the podium, West Kingston in the house tonight. Welcome, Mr. Daniel Cummins, the Waterman.
Do you speak out when you see injustice around you? And do you have the courage to stand up and fight it too? Would you put your life on the line for a better land? And would you fight for a principle?
Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Our next Prime Minister and President, Dr. Friday. and all the esteemed members of my colleagues on this platform, the winning team here tonight. People of North Windward in particular, and all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I bring you very, very special greetings from the people of West Kingstown. I hear that a certain gentleman is running through my constituency today. But I want to tell the people of this country that I am running unopposed in West Kingstown. The people of West Kingstown have spoken and they will speak again. There is no accident that we are not Windward here tonight. I have been telling you that this wretched, evil, wicked government has been pushing under the rug the poverty assessment report they did in 2018, long before there was COVID. Tonight, we are in a part of the constituent of the country that has the highest level of poverty. In 2008, poverty in North Windward here was at about 55.6%. When they did the report in 2018, it shook up. Listen to this. It reached to 65%. In other words, North Windward, under Mount whatever you name, your poverty went 10 percentage points higher. And 2 out of every 3 people in North Windward can't put food on the table, have to survive on $14 a day. And they want you to vote for that? Eh? My dear lady, God has blessed you. You ain't no accident. What a breath of fresh air! Oh Lord! Look at her! Eh?
We want Sheva. We want Sheva. We need Sheva.
I'm telling you, North Windward, with this lady as your representative, you see what you have for health center here in Owia? There's a joke. Listen to this. Your new Democratic Party led by Dr. Friday will give you a brand new, real hospital, not something on a mock-up. Not like what they do on the airport now when they promised you 10 years ago. NDP will deliver you the best health care in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we will add to that the National Health Insurance Scheme, which means you won't have to beg anybody. So all I want to say to you, we know we win. We know we're strong. But hey, by the way, anybody in this audience here tonight who used to support ULP and they're here with me tonight, let me hear you. Let me hear you. Welcome aboard, all who are former Reds. Come into our umbrella. We're ready for you. Forward we go, all together. Good night. God bless.
Yaga, 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 young. Yaga, yaga, young. Yaga, 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 young. Hey! Yaga, 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 young. Yaga, yaga, yaga.
Let me see all the hands, all the conscious ones on them right now. Let me see the hands, all the conscious ones them right now.
To the last time me check.
Let me see you, let me see you.
Read the budget, me want fly away like jet now.
Yeah.
You have to wonder what make now. Rasta get some
All you fed up?
now. Life them a tech now.
All you fed up?
Top face deck now.
If you're fed up, I won't hear you.
Now, them do it for us still no flow. While we show up, we went to party at them on another neck now.
Hey!
Poor man fed up. Them give we basket to carry water, and that can help with son and daughter.
All right. North Windward fed up. Mariaqua fed up. Southern Grenadines fed up. East St. George, West St. George, East Kingston, West Kingston, Central Kingston, South Leeward, North Leeward. Hey, all over. Everybody fed up. I just have a few announcements here before we move on. Can we get the persons directly behind the speakers, in front of the speakers, and those of you in front of the speakers there, sorry, but you have to move too as well. We don't want anybody behind the speakers or in front of the speakers. Mr. Songman, thank you very much. Can the driver of RW36, your lights are on, and if you want to leave here tonight, make sure that you go and take off your lights. So the driver of RW36, your lights are on. Smokey, please check backstage. Smokey, please check backstage. All right? Good. So, we are going to move on, ladies and gentlemen. You heard West Kingston. You heard West Kingston. So you know we in Kingston. And there's one more person from Kingston to come. Make some noise and welcome to the podium, out of Central Kingston, the Major Sinclair Leacock.
Wish I never had to be the way I see this world running. Shouldn't have to be, 'cause now every man's cup is filled with hate and overflowing. Father, enough things are going wrong, yeah. It's wickeder than before. We really just said we could have run things, but it don't look so anymore, no. Come down, Father, come down. Come down, Father.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. DJ. My esteemed President, Dr. Friday, Vice President colleague Patel, and my Chairman Daniel. Colleagues, friends, well-wishers, you notice I came with my hands on my lip. I am behaving myself tonight and for most of the week. But on my Scout's honor, I swear I had nothing to do with what happened in Central Kingston this evening. It is my understanding that a black vehicle, not a horse, carrying a political duppy, and 7 vehicles presumed to be mourners were chased out of Central Kingston. I just want you to testify that I was here in Owia and had nothing to do with that. Thank you. Brothers and sisters of North Windward, tonight on this important launching of your candidates and your chauffeur, I said to you, in all seriousness, that this constituency, for many historical years, has been what has been described as a plantation economy, an estate with 1 or 2 crops, arrowroot, bananas, maybe lime, and some other things. And you made a living to the best of your ability. But by and large, you lived under a massa. It was the New Democratic Party under Sir James, through his land reform program, that liberated many of you and gave land to the landless and created a landed democracy. It is obvious that the great work done by the great party, the New Democratic Party, is not yet complete. But Dr. Friday would finish it. So we have moved from a plantation, massa, society, and economy, and we are here now, 2001 to 2020, when we have gone on to a political plantation or estate with a single crop, or let me put it better, a single sustained crop
poverty. This New Democratic Party is determined in this 2020 election to rid this country of plantation economy and political plantations by the Gonzalez dynasty. No longer would we be measured by the extent to which we are on poor relief. No longer would we be measured by rising crime and violence. No longer would we be measured by the exploitation and the prostitution of our young women because they can't get work and opportunity. This great constituency represents in St. Vincent and the Grenadines an oasis of opportunity with strong, resilient, hard-working, determined people. And the good Lord, in his infinite wisdom, has sent us an angel in Chevron here to relieve you from that bondage. Tonight, in my simple, short presentation, I do not always ask much of my colleagues. But you notice, my theme has always been giving thanks. But tonight, Chevron, I ask one of you, do this for your country. Do this for Dr. Friday. And do this one for the Major. Thank you, God bless you, and have a good night. Love you.
Pauline, rescue mission time.
Rescue mission time, rescue mission time. Let we go. Let we go, let we go, let we go.
Country, sweet SVG.
It's sweet SVG. We have a problem. Time for it
to win. Chase all those corrupt men. The ULP, so powerful. Bold faces can be everything for one family.
All right.
They bleed in the treasure.
All right. Well, here now. We're going to cover the leeward side of the island now. We're covering the leeward side of the island now. Because we don't cover Mariaqua, Kingston and the interior. We're going leeward now. We had the office opening in Central Leeward the other day. And I swear, the kind of energy and vibe that I saw in Central Leeward from the Leeward people, that we wouldn't have been able to match it going forward. But it seemed like North Windward on the Windward side of the island had the vibes tonight. So we're going to see. We're going to start with the next speaker, who in 2015 general elections, in the 2015 general elections, that is where we saw the smoke for the fire that became the election petitions and the fight for free and fair elections in this country. So, as we bring to the podium the man who continued to fight the good fight in Central Leeward for free and fair elections, welcome to the podium, Central Leeward. Make some noise for your champion. He is going to bring it home. Welcome, Brother Benjamin Exeter.
Yet still all the faith, unchangeable, Lord, unchangeable. Hey, no matter how the dollar might stack up, me still not change. Me I go stay rough. Inna the giddy and you have to buckle up your lace. Be smart, don't be a gruff, no, no. Life it's a journey, it's a long race. Mama says son be wise and don't bring disgrace. So me take up the broom and start sweep the place. Cause all these ways they got to get erased. I love to me people that me embrace. The truth are the truth and that can't erase. So hell to all of those who want hate. Just send me to finish this race. So we ain't giving up now. We put up a fight.
away. Thank you. Good night, North Windward. First of all, Central Leeward in the house. Where's my Central with your people? Oh my goodness, I'm feeling the love. Good evening, good evening, good evening, one and all. Happy to be back in North Windward again. And I'm excited about a new candidate, Chevron! Woo! Listen, boy, you guys are really lucky up here, man. I love coming to North Windward. Whenever I come here, I receive a lot of love. And you guys really make me feel welcome. Thank you very much. Good night to my colleagues on stage. And good night to everyone here. Listen, my friends. We are here tonight having a good time. But in a couple days, we will be having a really good time. A really good time. But before we get there, we can wrong the rights. We can undo the wrongs has been done to you for the last 20 years. But it will not be easy for us to do this. You will have to fight. You will have to fight, because harder the fight is sweeter the victory. And victory will be coming to us on November 5th. I need you to promise me one thing. Between now and then, you will go out and get registered to vote. You will make sure that your neighbors are registered to vote. And on election day, you'll text your friends, you'll text your neighbors, you'll drag somebody with you. Don't go by yourself, because this is so important. We don't want to happen like last time on the 6th of gosh, if we didn't know. We know now, so let's make it happen then. Leave nothing for chance. We are the underdogs, folks. We can only win this thing one way. If you come out and vote resoundingly, that's the only way we can beat them. I'm saying to you tonight, with Dr. Friday at the helm of this team, your life will be better. You will see wealth and prosperity come into your life once you've elected the NDP as the leader of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because folks, they're not sleeping. They are not sleeping. Neither should you. Neither should we. Because collectively, all together, when we come together, they can't beat us. The Chinese have a saying, one chopstick, you could break. 10 chopsticks together, you can't break. So we have to band together as one. And they could never break us. They could never break our will, because we know when it comes to November 5th, it's our day, and we'll be removed from bondage, and we'll be no longer in bondage, and we will be going to government because you deserve it. You have been in the wilderness for far too long. So, vote your X, mark your X for prosperity. Mark your X for empowerment. Mark your X next to your key. Mark your X for Exeter and my posse.
Let's not be flow when the prayer gone up. Not a evil can harm us. Them think we don't when we just a warm up. Yeah, nothing harm.
Let me see your X. Let me see your X for Exeter. Let me see your X for the NDP.
Daffy, have faith in God. Me no know about man. Long time them a try bring me down.
We ain't giving up. We not giving up.
Check me every day with them funny tongue.
We not giving up. What we tell them? We not giving up. We putting up a fight. We got to be ready on election day. Yeah. Don't worry, don't worry. The NDP, we got this. The NDP, we got this. All right, all right. Thank you, Mr. DJ. Thank you. Before I bring up the next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, we have another performance for you. You ready for another performance? You ready for another performance? Welcome to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. Another young, bright, talented individual coming to the podium, coming to the stage. Make some noise for Chemical Kid.
Yeah. It's a Friday. Let's stop. They talking about labor love we not They talking about labor love we not They talking about 5 in a row, like the people them don't know. Every time election come, they running come bribe us down. That's the time they come around. They taking us for a close. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. The airport take load of money. Hospital want half of that day. They build the Windward highway, and they hardly employee. Them ready what they picking face, while poor people shedding tears. They don't know, no. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. NDP had the plan for the country. More jobs, better economy. So come out on election day. Friday's demand for we country. Labor Day chicken way. All I see is property. They don't know, no. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. NDP had the plan for the country. More jobs, better economy. So come out on election day. Friday's demand for we country. Labor Day chicken way. All I see is poverty. They don't know, no. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on in a little St. Vincent land. Nobody knows what's going on. NDP had the plan for the country. More jobs, better economy. So come out on election day. Friday's demand for we country. Labor them chicken way. All I see is poverty. They don't know, no. Thank you. Vote NDP. Yeah.
Come on and give it up for Chemical Kid. Nobody ain't know what's going on with labor. I know what's going on with labor, you know. I know exactly what's going on with labor. You know what's going on with labor? Labor dead, oh. All right. Well, hey now. We're still on the Windward side. Who? Welcome to the podium. Straight out to South Windward. Make some noise for Nigel, Nature, Stevenson.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. North Windward. North Windward, good night. Party President, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday. I have no doubt in my mind that there's a new day that is dawning. And at the dawn of that day, you will usher in a new dispensation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You will become the next Prime Minister of our country. You are the man, along with your team here tonight, that will restore hope. Hope that has been fading under the reign of the Unity Labour Party. And when I look at you tonight, my friends, I have to say to you that you look beautiful in your white. That's the thing about beautiful people. It doesn't matter what you wear, you look awesome. But I need you to understand something. The white that you have there represents the light of a new day that is about to come upon us in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A new day when we will finally get rid of the Unity Labour Party, that party that has been holding back the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for far too long. You have been holding back the people. We've heard them say that they are going to allow the young people to sow. But the young people have been hurting, and they have had to endure a number of sows under the Unity Labour Party. So you have not been sowing higher. You have been suffering because of the pressure that has been inflicted on you by the Unity Labour Party. You have an opportunity, my friends. All you young people here have an opportunity, and I want to talk to those persons who are listening to us on social media, or whatever medium it is. This is not the time for us to follow tradition, and I'm talking specifically for those persons who grew up in Labour families and think because their parents have been voting Labour, you are duty bound to continue that tradition. I gave you an experience in Vermont. Vermont, which is the strongest area for the Unity Labour Party. The young people are breaking ranks with their family. They are breaking tradition. They are saying that we are our own man and our own woman. We cannot continue with the Unity Labour Party because it is too much pressure. Too much pressure. And that is what I want all of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to recognize. That you must break away from tradition. Give your support to the New Democratic Party. This is the party that will create the environment for jobs to be provided for you. We have in our country, given the statistics and the figures presented by the government, and you know that these people like to hide the truth. If they can say to a reputable organization, a rating organization, that the unemployment situation among the young people is 46%, I do not believe them. Because they have a way of hiding the truth. But even with 46% unemployment, it is far too high for young people. It is almost 1 in every 2 people that you see who are young that is not working. Come on. We have to do better than that. We cannot continue with the Unity Labour Party. We cannot continue to vote them and solidify their position. We cannot afford to vote them, and when you vote them, you are creating jobs for them, and you are creating more hardship for yourselves. We have to change that, my friends. We have to change it. On November the 5th, that is the day of reckoning. That is the day when you will decide whether or not you want to continue with more of the same, or you want to have an innovative government that will work relentlessly to make sure that jobs are provided for your family. So for all the people, if you love
your children, allow them to go and support the party that will work in their best interest. And that is only one party, the New Democratic Party. I came up earlier this evening, and from what I saw in North Windward, I recognize that Sister Siobhan, you will undoubtedly be the next representative for this constituency. If what I see for myself in one segment of this constituency, what used to be a stronghold is only now a remnant of support. It shows that North Windward is in the bag for the New Democratic Party. But while North Windward is in the bag, the forces of nature that I see representing here tonight will take care of business in South Leeward. And it doesn't matter who the opponent of the nature boy is, nature will always take its course. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Love you, and God bless all of you.
You must say,
Hey! Let me see you, let me see you. Ole, let me see you.
Carlos is getting licks, Orlando is getting licks, Minerva is getting licks, all of them getting licks, Sutherland is getting licks, Carmelo is getting licks.
All right.
Even the ball and them,
All right.
they're getting licks there.
All right. All right. DJ, Mr. DJ, I want you to play that song for me again, but don't play it yet. I'm going to tell you when to play it. Oh, listen, hold on. Now, I notice all of you here tonight, cameraman. Just show the crowd for me, please. I see all of you here tonight. You are here and you are representing. But there are those who are at home watching on our live stream right now. There are those who are in overseas who are watching right now, who are NDP supporters, who are persons who want to see better for this country. I want to take a second. All right? First, I have a lost phone here. Somebody lost their phone. I have it. If you can come and unlock it in front of me, it is yours. You can have it. All right? That proves that you are the owner. Now, for those of you watching on social media, I noticed that you're hitting the like button and the love button. So we know that you are there and that you are watching and that you are viewing. I want to ask for a second that you stop hitting the like button and the love button. I don't want to see any. I'm looking at it right now on my phone. I don't want to see you hitting the like button or the love button right now. I want you to stop. Stop for a second. Because we're going to shell down social media right now. We're going to shell down social media right now. So, for those of you viewing on the social media, this is the instructions. Hold on. This is the instructions. I don't want to see no red on the live. So don't hit the love button. I don't want to see no red at all on the live. So I want you to hit the blue like button and the yellow smiley face right now. Hit it and let we go. Play the tune. I want you to hit the like button and hit the yellow button. Light up social media right now. Let me go. Light it up. Whoa! All right, all right. All right, all right. All right. All right. We have gone on a record-breaking number tonight. 3.7K viewers. Alright, alright. Hey, all I could say is this. While we here and we jump up and we shout Labour dead, I want us to take the same momentum on election day and make sure that we vote and bring home the victory. So the next day will be what? Friday! Alright, alright. So we're going to move along. We still in Leeward. We ain't come out of Leeward yet. We ain't come out of Leeward yet. The next speaker, ladies and gentlemen. The next speaker is you the challenge. It's you the challenge to the man who's supposed to be coming up against him. That he will meet him anytime, any place, anyway for a debate. Up to now, he can't answer the call. How you could be big, bad and unruly and can't face Patel Matthews? North Leeward, make some noise!
Bring it down, DJ. North Windward, make some noise! Make some noise, North Windward! Make some noise! Hold on. Wait. Hello. You say wait. You in Duvalet and hearing the noise? Are we going on here? So, North Windward, you're making so much noise that we're hearing you loud and clear in your neighboring constituency of North Leeward. Make more noise, North Windward, make more noise. Yes.
Let me see you do it.
Yes.
If you
right.
come out with your flag, put it up.
All right, hold up.
In the air.
Hold up.
If you come
tonight, or this evening, on my journey to Owia, I noticed a big difference. I've been coming to meetings in North Windward since 2001 when I came on the political scene. And I can tell you one thing, from the little bit of people I saw on the road making noise, I know that Labour dead. Yes, man. Labour dead. All right. Yeah. All right.
Run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the hole. Run them, Chevron, run them.
Right. Yeah.
Run them, Chevron, run them.
Run them in the hole. Run them, Chevron, run them.
With your heart and soul.
All right, DJ.
Run them, Chevron, run them.
Hold it up, DJ. You know, North Windward. Yeah, how North Windward bless, eh? North Windward, you have the advantage. After the election is called and the NDP win, you would have your beautiful Chevron as your member of parliament. Hold up. But you know me, I like nice things too, you know. And I like beautiful women too. And my beautiful wife is from Sandy Bay. So when, hey, all right,
You need shelter.
so,
That can't save you now.
all right, so here now. So that means that North Windward will not be only, you will not only have Chevron alone looking out for you, but you will have the member of parliament for North Leeward looking out for North Windward as well, because me Pickney and them had neighbors string in Sandy Bay. All right. Tonight, I want you to get something straight. I want to bring something to your attention. There is a fella who is going around the constituencies making his final lap as Prime Minister. He's going around. And while he's going around, he's exposing how much he's out of touch. He complained that he wants to know how NDP get the jerseys. And that alone is an indication that he lost it. How could you be the Minister of National Security, responsible for seaport, responsible for airport, and you don't know how 45,000 white t-shirts come in the country? It is time for you to vote. You lost it. You lost the moment.
But sadly, Eric William passed away. The ship hit water that day.
Something
Someone turned the bridge over to a Captain Dave Chambers. My blood crawl, things start to fall. Hold me head when I sail a fall.
Captain, the ship is sinking. Ralph, oh, you done got through.
Oh yes, we got some almost empty, no electricity. We oil pressure reading low.
Ralphie boy, you gone. Ralphie boy, you gone. Friday, 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 Friday. Hold up. Hold up. But hear what now? Hear what now? I say, a labor man asked me the question. I say, well, here now. Well, if the NDP, we are in opposition and we control the ports. That means we coming for immigration next, and we coming for the country next. And that is telling you, without a shadow of a doubt, that right now when St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the New Democratic Party run things. But hear this, we want to make it happen. We want to ensure that election evening, I want to hear you make some noise, like what you're making tonight. So when North Leeward coming home, and North Windward coming home, that we know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the New Democratic Party is in government. But hear me tonight, I want to touch on something important. Because, as you know, in the New Democratic Party Parliamentary Caucus, I have the distinct privilege of covering and shadowing the Ministry of Agriculture. Agriculture over the years have been the mainstay of the economy of areas such as North Windward. But what we have over the past years is an insult to the farming community in this constituency as well throughout the length and breadth of this country. You have heard at one point we were doing so well in our exporting of arrowroot. But since ULP want to politicize the whole business, farmers in North Windward are not making any money from arrowroot. But I have good news for you tonight, that when you elect Dr. Friday as your Prime Minister, when you elect NDP as the next government, we are going to change that. We are going to change that. You know why? Because when you vote on November 5th, you are going to get rid of the Unity Labour Party. You know why? Yeah? All right. Yeah, DJ. Thank you very much, DJ. Now, I want to say a few words to the ganja farmers. I want to say a few words to the ganja farmers. That we in the New Democratic Party, we recognize the importance of ganja going forward. Over the world over, and a change of attitude in the perception of ganja. Since it was discovered, it has medicinal value. The New Democratic Party, we supported the bill in Parliament. We made one thing absolutely clear, that whatever is done, the ganja farmer, the struggling man, must benefit. But what we are experiencing now is that this administration, this wicked government has brought forth a ganja legislation, and the poor ganja farmers are suffering. I want to say to you tonight, yeah. Hold up, selector. Pull it up, selector. But ganja farmers, the New Democratic Party, we are promising you something different. Something that is going to benefit you as a ganja farmer. How could you tell me in today's world that you legalize the planting of marijuana, but you're still locking up a man for spliff. It's not right. How could you be doing that? The New Democratic Party, we will be legalizing at least 2 ounces for recreational purposes. You have to vote for that. And I am telling you tonight that when you vote for NDP, you will be able to plant between 3 to 5 ganja plants in your backyard. Yes, you have to vote for that. Yeah. And listen to me. We say to you, and we mean it, you know, with this ganja thing, SVG, we have to make money. We have to make money, you know why? When it comes to recreational marijuana, Vincy weed is the baddest thing in the region. And we have to make money for it. We must make money. We must make money for it. We don't want a big investor controlling. Yeah. Our farmers up in Tualo Mountain, Duvalley Mountain, Hakshabe, Larikai, Monrong, Duvalley, you name it, Bunkershong, Fanny Mountain, you name it. Our ganja farmers have been struggling too long, and the New Democratic Party, we are going to lift ganja man higher and higher. We the only party that is going to lift the ganja farmers. You know why? Yeah, ganja farmers, you have to be respected, man. Too long in that. Too long in that. Too much lock up. Yeah, I have brethren. Well, hear me now. Hold up, selector. I, Patel Matthews, I told my colleagues, I say, of all the parliamentarians, none of them, not even Likak, who are the most men planting within North Leeward. Not even Bruce, who are some fellas planting ganja up in the Drags Mountain. The most ganja farmers, they are in North Leeward. And Patel Matthews tonight, I am telling you that when I was called as a young man to come and teach, I was a ganja farmer, so I looking out for the interests of all ganja man, because I know the struggle, I know the frustration, and this is why I am fighting. I am fighting for the ganja man tonight. Yeah. You can't stop me tonight. Yeah. You know. Talk to man. Hey. 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 So my brethren, my sister, I really thought the days when we legalized the planting of marijuana, I really thought that fellas wouldn't have to go to Martinique in the night and run away from Coast Guard. I thought that they would have stopped run down and lock up my brethren them, but it didn't stop. So in order for it to stop, you must vote for the New Democratic Party. We are the only party that cares a concern for the ganja farmers, and that is why we have to get rid of them, and we have to make sure that when you go to the polls, election day, get rid of them. And tonight, lastly, before I go, Sister Chevron, John, on entering Owia tonight, this evening, I saw a banner that says it all. A breath of fresh air. North Windward, you are a lucky bunch to have such an educated, such a responsible woman representing you. She will be doing good for you, because as I said to you earlier on tonight, I, Patel Matthews, pledge my support for North Windward and for Chevron John. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure. I want you to go out. I want you to vote. And I want to make sure that what? Labour dead. I want you to go out. DJ, hit me. Hit me, DJ. I want you to go out. And you have to ensure that Labour dead. Yes, you have to, DJ, give me the Labour dead to finish off this thing. Yes! You have to finish it off. Labour dead. Labour dead. Yes. Yes. Hey, hey. Hey, now. Hey, hey. We have to ensure. This is our time. Nobody. Instead of F, no perhaps, or maybe the NDP. Thank you, DJ. Thank you very much, DJ. Thank you very much. Hear that? Hear this. DJ, pull up. And let me leave you with this last sentence. My brother, I want you to listen to me. Hold up. Now, there is a wind of change going on in SVG. On Thursday, we were in Central Leeward and we get on bad. The next day, we were in Sion Hill and we were overwhelming. Yeah. The next day, we were in Bayaboo and what a crowd of people. And tonight, we are here in North Windward, and this is a clear indication that the New Democratic Party will be the next government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You know why? Labour dead. Hey, Labour dead. All right. Thank you very much. North Windward. Thank you very much. God bless you. Amen.
Yeah. All you make some noise up, Patel. Make some noise up, Patel. All right. Hold on. All right, hold on. Please. You see all the folks here in front of the stage? We had a problem a while ago with one of the speakers and we had to fix it. It fixed. We don't want you between the stage and the speakers, please. All right? We know that you're full of energy and you're full of vibe, but please, not only are there speaker wires here, but there are power lines running here. So we don't want anybody between the speakers and the stage, please. All right. Well, hey now. That does it for Leeward. That is it for Leeward. Leeward corridor solid with the New Democratic Party. So now it's time for the Windward posse to fall in. Time for the Windward posse to fall in. Hold on. Give me that belly. Hold on. All you listen. Shh. Simmer. Listen me. All you listen to me. All right? Here what we going to do. They say, now how one already? This one bigger, this one louder. You sure? All right. We going to ring the bell for every Windward seat we going to win come November 5th. For those of you who don't have a bell, every time I introduce a speaker tonight, before we introduce the speaker, we're going to ring a bell. And I want all you to go, bingy-lingy-lingy-lingy-ling. Welcome to the podium, coming out of the Windward corridor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome from South Windward, Mr. Noel Dixon.
Propaganda
Okay, good night, good night, good night. NDP people. NDP people. All you hear the news? All you hear the news? What is the news? Labor dead. Labor dead. Good night to our esteemed president and to our vice presidents and all my colleagues. Good night to the people in the diaspora and you the people here in North Windward, in Owia, the place that you get some very good Madongo bakes. Right, Madongo bakes. My message tonight will be done in 3 ways. A little message for South Windward, a little message for our nation, and a little message for the people in North Windward. So I will start with the nation. We are at a point where we have a serious decision to make on the 5th of November. And that choice is to decide if we want a reduction in VAT or we want an increase in VAT. That choice is to decide if we want a reduction in VAT that the NDP is going to do, or you want an increase in VAT that the ULP will do if for any reason they want to retain power in this country. So that's the first message. The second message, it is for South Windward. The man in South Windward indicated that once Sir Vincent Beach is alive, he can't lose his seat. Now, Sir Vincent Beach died. So you know what I mean? Sir Vincent Beach was the only person whose pants foot he was dependent on. So, South Windward, I'm saying to you that Gustus gone. Gustus gone.
To transform this land, anywhere you go, people love this man.
And the next short message I'm going to give is for the people in North Windward. The descendants of the indigenous people whose hero is whom? Chatoe. Chatoe, your hero, our national hero. And I'm going to ask you, the people of North Windward, when you go to the polls, I want you to keep one thing in mind, and you're going to vote with vengeance to show that you are not going to entertain any more disrespect from this man who we have as the leader of this country. You can remember that statement that was made in disrespect to the indigenous men and our indigenous women. We am saying to you, we want you to keep that in mind. That is disrespect, and you go to the polls and you vote vehemently to resist that sort of thing. So, North Windward, we have with you one of the most admirable, respected, honest, a person who is dignified to be here with you in the person of Chevron. Patel boasted a while ago, saying that he has children with their roots in North Windward. But I want him to know that it's not only him, my sons also, their roots is in North Windward. So folks, I'm going to ask you the question again. All you hear the news? Labor dead. Good night, good night.
Here's what? Here's what?
You must say.
Here's what? Here's what? Here's what? All right, simmer. Well, hey, all you ready for another performance? All you ready for another performance? Well, hey now, when this little girl hit the stage, the whole place shell down. Make some noise for little Chrissy!
But Patel fans them day. Spring Village Council, Chimukadavia, Peter Chateau. Let me see you go so. This love back song like a fish pot. The government bait it up, the money gets fat. Well, them but Patel fans them day. Spring Village Council, Chimukadavia, Peter Chateau. Let me see you go so. This love back song like a fish pot. The government bait it up, the money gets fat. Well, them a cheating bins to like house, ma treat them like dog, like everyone come back. Well, them a share galvanize and lumber. Love back, sweet yam and banana. This government nervous and frightened because them ready all us in bins too. So we tired of the unfair government. Well, them a push for people like animate. That one yani Vincent Shan, don't worry, young man. When Patel fans them day. Spring Village Council, Chimukadavia, Peter Chateau. Let me see you go so. This love back song like a fish pot. The government bait it up, the money gets fat. Well, them a cheating things to like house, ma treat them like slavery war come back. Well, them a share galvanize and lumber. Love back, sweet yam and banana. This government nervous and frightened because them ready all a sin pins too. So we tired of the unfair government. While them a push more people like animate. That one and Vincent Shan, don't worry your mind. Peace, peace and love we should find. Friday we ready for you now. NDP we showing them how. You hear me? Well, them change Carlos name to Suwinka. Carlos Patel Matthews na Freda. Well, I the Windward see them want capture. No sir. Well, let me tell you about Luther. Them done stupid and spoil them character. Don't be sure to ride them as soon as he enter. This love back song like a fish pot. The government bait it up, the money gets fat. Well, them a cheating things to like house, ma treat them like everyone come back. Well, them a share galvanize and lumber. Love back, sweet yam and banana. This government nervous and frightened because them ready all us in too. So we tired of the unfair government. Well, them a push for people like animate. That one yani. Peace, peace and love we should find. Friday we ready for you now. NDP we showing them how. Hear me? Well, them change Carlos name to Suwinka. Carlos Patel Matthews na Freda. Well, I the Windward see them want capture. No sir. Well, let me tell you about Luther. Them done stupid and spoil them character. Duppy shoulda ride him as soon as he enter. Don't rank with the Democrat Party. They go apologize and tell me say yourself. Now one your name Vincent. Sing, sing, sing. Peace, peace and love we should find. Well, agriculture is a thing Tim Vince so proud of. Like the dash in the yam and the tania, sweet potato and plantain and cassava, the carrots, the cabbage and sweet pepper, the pumpkin and zabuka, juicy garden and a kale banana. Get out of here. Leave for the office, get up off the chair. How long we are suffer? Day after year. Can't get no work, can't get no pay. Since this one he gonna deal soon disappear. All Rastaman NDP where we say, get out of here, get out of here. Leave for the office, watch ya.
Yeah, yeah! Make some noise, a little Chrissy! What a bright future. What a bright future. Let me tell all you something. You see culture under the New Democratic Party. Culture under the New Democratic Party means equal opportunity for all artists and not just some. When you look at the talent coming out from across this country, there is, of course, hope for St. Vincent and the Grenadines and our young entertainers in this country. All right. Wait, boy, I forget my bell. Noel, pass the bell for me, please. Let me ring in the next star. You're going to ring it for me. All right. So, hold on.
A couple of Thursdays ago, right? A fella on a truck, a big truck, ringing a bell in tongues too. Oh, fella. Oh, God.
So, Noel is going to help me properly ring the bell for the next Windward speaker that is coming to the podium. All you make some noise. Ring the bell. We cutting loose with Israel Bruce. Make some noise. Make some noise. South, Central, Windward.
Too much another one, you see? So all them attack, man a step up. Catch up them a play, man a prep. When the star boy walk, man a step up. Catch up them a play, man a prep. Coulda day, coulda dark, man a step up. Catch up them a play, man a prep. You never buy up no chart, me know better. Catch up them a play, man a prep.
Low. Low. Low, Mr. DJ. All right, South Central. All right, South Central. All right, South Central. Flanker boy. DJ, give me the labor dead for South Central. South Central or flanker. Labor dead. Give South Central a song there. Let go the rhythm. Labor dead.
Licks. Minerva is getting licks. All of them getting licks. Sutherland is getting licks. Carmelo is getting licks. Even the ball and beg, they're getting licks. They're dead. I know this election night. Nobody's going to be stable.
Low. Low. Thank you. Thank you. Cool and settle. Cool and settle, South Central. Cool and settle, South Central. Cool and settle, South Central. Jeez. Cease and settle, South Central. Oh, cease and settle, South Central. Cease and settle. Cease and settle, South Central. Cease. Cease and settle. Cease. I beg you, darling, please. I beg you, South Central, please. South Central Posse, cease and settle. Cease, cease, cease. It's all right. All right, South Central. South Central, cease and settle. Give me 2 minutes to talk now. Jeez. Murder. Murder. Patel, problem there. South Central Massive.
Up and up. Every get to you make some money. keep your eyes on the dogs, cause some of them a snitch. From man a school youth, me fi know this. And the borrow man think, cause them reproach quick. Keep your eyes on the price, blending and disguise. Touch cassava and me always say trend. Plus nobody could I ever say that my big friend. Come and roll with the one king, that's the president. Aim for the stars, but me reach to the moon.
Low. Alright. South Central. Alright. Take it down low. Take it down low. South Central. Take it down low. Please, please, South Central. Please. Please, South Central. Take it down low now. May I beg you now, take it down low. Take it down low. Alright. South Central Posse. Oh my goodness gracious. Take it down low. Oh. South Central, South Central. Go easy. Good night, my people. President Friday, Vice Presidents Leacock and Matthews, Chairman Cummins, and all my other esteemed colleagues on this platform, good night to you. Good night, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good night. Good night to the cutting loose posse. Cease, I said. Look, drop it. All right. Let me say this. Let me say this and leave this stage. I need to make a few statements very quickly and leave this stage. I want to say good night to my colleagues in the British Virgin Islands, in East End, in West End, and in Road Town. My friends in Toronto and my friends in New York, a pleasant good night to you, and thank you very much for your hard work and your support in the diaspora. A few months ago, you heard some people say something and they're using a symbol about what is going to happen in a room. But let me teach all you what that is all about in South Central. We got independence in 1979. After independence, the first elected representative was Mr. Offord Morris. That's number one. I want you to come with me, eh? So Offord Morris is number one. After Offord Morris, we got Alan Cruikshank. That's what? Number two. After Alan Cruikshank, we got Selman Walters. That's what? Number three. After Selman Walters, we got Sabuto Caesar. Who come in five?
Kept around, stamp out corruption, like policy, photos from my gun, ain't seen nothing yet. So with this well bruised, we cutting loose, with this well bruised, it ain't conquer this well bruised, we cutting loose.
Low DJ, low. And I want to tell you something. I want to tell you something other than that. Since independence, South Central Windward has never been in opposition. Never. When Offord Morris won, he was in government. When Alan Cruikshank won, he went into government. When Selman Walters won, he went into government. And when Sabuto won, he went into government. All you get the message? All you get the message? So when all the counting seats for the NDP, counting South Central Central Windward. Low DJ. My friends, hear what you know, and I want to talk to the people of South Central Windward. What you know you're going to get following the elections is this. When you ring this phone, I am going to answer, hello, good morning, good evening, or good night. You have reached Israel. And when they ask me, well, Bruce, where you there? I will tell you, I'm at my office or I'm at home. I ain't gonna be in Kingston and tell you I'm in Barbados. Because, go easy, because the elections in South Central Windward is about truth over lies. When I have a difficulty in meeting your request, I will apologize to you and I will ask you to bear with me and come to see me at another date. You hear me? I ain't gonna turn no jumping jacks and jump out me back window. My friends, I say to the parents who are here with us tonight, on a matter of policy, so I'm making one policy point and then I'm going to take my leave. This New Democratic Party says to you with every degree of honesty and seriousness that upon the assumption of government that we are committed and that we will take the burden of our poor parents. So when your children have to write their GCE and CXC subjects, Dr. Friday and the NDP will pay for all the subjects. My partner Patel let go. My partner Patel let go and not win one shot for me. I sit down up this one, I bow my head. But my friends, I can't give all of the true story about me not win one roots, otherwise it gonna cause confusion. So I'm leaving that alone. All I said to you, I said this to you with every degree of seriousness, that this New Democratic Party is ready to take over the reins of this country. Hello. Hear what happened, eh? The children of Israel, they were in the wilderness and they were suffering before they got there because they were all the way in Egypt under King Pharaoh. My friends, they were under King Pharaoh and God sent Moses and he said, Moses, tell Pharaoh, let my people go. Tonight, my friends, tonight is liberation time for the people of Israel. the children of Israel, your liberation starts. So I want you, Moses, 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 Moses. Look, my friends, tell Pharaoh to let my people go, and Moses will lead you out of the wilderness. Good night. I love you. God bless you.
So what we going to do? What all you going to do? Who we cut? Let me hear you, let me hear you. Alright. 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 Thank you, Mr. DJ. Well, here now, we still on the windward side of the island. We coming up. We coming up. We coming up. Hold on. Well, here now, I ring the bell. I ring the bell for Noel. Noel ring the bell for Bruce. Who want to come and ring the bell for Chieftain Neptune? The David versus Goliath. Who wants to ring the bell for Chieftain Neptune? The Major will ring the bell for Chieftain Neptune.
Things to me no power. I look at them, put me just not the lad. Them want me for dead in the mud like that. No make the Owia work at them get no reward. No make them get no reward. No make the Owia work at them get no reward. No, no. Just see them sit down on the
Good night, good night, good night, North Central Windward. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. Tonight, I want to bring warm greetings from North Central Windward. North Central Windward, let me hear you. In the words of Charles Malik, a philosopher and a diplomat, the fastest way to change a society is to mobilize the women of this world. The fastest way to change a society is to mobilize the woman of this world. The NDP has shown our agreement with this statement. We have female-led mobilization taking place across St. Vincent and the Grenadines, with Mrs. K. Bacchus Baptiste, Mrs.
Lavon Gibson Velox, and with your very own North Windward, Mrs. Siobhan John Lewis. These women are strong, purpose-driven, action-oriented. They have the will to change St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the better. And every one of them is going to bring home their seat for the new Democratic Party. Now tonight, after all is said and done here, I want every single person present to go away with two absolutely important pieces of information. The first, the new Democratic Party has the best slate of candidates and is led by no other than our very own Dr. the Honorable Dr. Friday.
Try to keep my feet on the right road, yes. Searching for a better day.
You want honest, forward-thinking, courageous, and compassionate person in the government for the next 5 years. My second point tonight, the power of the people is greater than the people in power. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. Go out and register if you're not. Go out and vote, vote, vote for the new Democratic Party. And before I leave here tonight, I want to borrow a line or a phrase from Major. You see when the crane or the two crane lift up the man and put him in the truck, and then he say he's an ancient warrior, he hard for dead, but a crane put him up. What are you telling him? What David telling him? What David telling him? There's 1,000 ways to die. There's 1,000 ways to die. Remove all the doubts and all the fear tonight, because David is going to bring North Central Windward to the new Democratic Party. Thank you.
Pull up, DJ. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Cue it up again, give me please, DJ. Hey. Once Ralph dead, Labour dead. Hey. What's trouble here now? Alright, pull up. Pull up, pull up, pull up. Well, here now. Boy, I'm afraid to introduce the next speaker. I Wait. I want, there's only one person could ring this bell for this next speaker. Pass the bell to the leader for me, please. Come, Dr. Friday, come. I want you to ring the bell. Ring the bell for Siobhan John. Welcome your candidate. Make some noise. Not Windward. Welcome Siobhan John.
You need shelter. That can't save you now. Never. Run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the hole. Run them, Chevron, run them. Montgomery to run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the. Keep the fire blazing with your heart and soul. Run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the. Run them, Chevron, run them. Montgomery to run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the hole. Keep the fire blazing with your heart and soul. It's have a man up here. I hate getting land for 10 cents a square foot. And poor people can't even get to the south.
President of the New Democratic Party, Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, our two vice presidents, members of the platform, fellow candidates. What you see here tonight is woman's power. We know who we are.
Montgomery to run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the hole. Keep the fire blazing with your heart and soul. Run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the hole. Run them, Chevron, run them.
How are you tonight?
Run them, run them in the hole.
Lord Windward, let me hear you. I stand here tonight as your proud Carib warrior, a proud Garifuna woman, and I am sure that you, Fancy, you are a proud Garifuna woman. Owia, you are a proud Garifuna woman. Sandy Bay, proud Garifuna woman. Lanley Park, Dixon, Spring Village, proud Garifuna woman. And we stand here as women, dignified, full of integrity, waiting for the opportunity to represent you in the House of Parliament. I want to be your voice.
Next to the key, hello, this year is our year. We don't fear nobody. We put we next to the key, hello, this year is our year. We don't fear nobody. We put we next to the key.
For the past 28 years, I have been, for the past 28 weeks, I have been among the people of North Windward. And I have lived among the people all my life. And I stand here to represent you for the rest of my life. I will tell you something. I never see myself as a politician. I see myself as a transformational leader, waiting to represent you and to serve you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm an educator and I'm a community builder from this little village of Owia, who practice what the Lord instructs through the preacher Solomon in Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 10. And it says, whatsoever you do, do well. For when you go to the grave, there will be no work or planning or wisdom or knowledge. So whatsoever I put my hands to, I am doing it to the best of my ability to make North Windward work again. Now, there are some issues that we have to address. The people of North Windward has been suffering for too long. We deserve better. But I'm going to tell you, don't go down. Hold your head above the water, because one day things must get. One day things must get.
We want Sheva. We want Sheva. We need. This year is our year. We don't fear nobody. We put we ex next to the key. Hello, this year is our year. We don't fear nobody. We put we ex next to the key. Hello.
Okay.
This year is our.
Now, according to our country poverty assessment, our poverty assessment shows that Sandy Bay, which is located in North Windward, has the highest rate of poverty. Now, that could be vexing to anybody. When we have a village that supports a ruling party for so long, that village could have been one which is highly developed. But you know what happened? They say leave them poor, so that they can always come to beg us. And when they come to beg us now, they will always depend on us, so we will always get them. But a new Democratic Party is not going to leave you poor. They are going to empower you. And that's why we're going to create jobs for you, so that you can spend your own money.
I think all the time was that campaigning. Get it raining now. You need shelter. That can't save you now. Never too late. Run them, Chevron, run them. Run them in the hole. Run them, Chevron, run them. Montgomery to home. Run them, Chevron, run them.
North Windward is a very sustainable community, consistency. But you know what happened? North Windward depending on agriculture. And that is where we created the middle class for people. But this present administration killed agriculture. So now there is no middle class. You have the rich and you have the poor. And the rich is only for the chosen few. And the poor has to stay poor. But a new Democratic Party is going to revive agriculture, create jobs in agriculture, implement information technology in agriculture for you, the people. The arrowroot factory, dead. Cassava factory, what factory has been built in 19 years under this administration? Answer me. Answer me. So do you think they have a plan for us? They don't have a plan for us. They want to keep us poor. But we as women, we are going to stand up and we are going to fight for our... Now I am a teacher. Your next representative is coming here, is speaking to you now, and we are going to vote overwhelmingly on November 5th for the new Democratic Party. I'm a teacher, and I love education. I love my students. They can tell you that. I don't mix with them and I don't play with them. But when it comes to my work, I ensure that they get it done. You know what I will tell them? When I am finished with you in the classroom, you are going out there in the world of work
to be better men and women. If you want to pass me straight, but I would have done my work. And I am telling you tonight, when you vote for me to represent you, I am going to do the same thing. I'm going to make you better. Your standard of living will be better. You are going to get jobs. You are not going to depend on anyone but the government in creating jobs for you and your children. Now they're talking about education revolution. I am in the system, so I will know. We are happy for education revolution. But it is the way in which it is implemented. When you take children and push them into the secondary school, teachers are not equipped to deal with learning disabilities. How is it that your child is going to learn? The school itself is not equipped. If you look at the physical structure of the Sandibe Secondary School, which I'm a proud teacher of, because I do my best there, I ensure that when I go into the classroom, your children are well taught. But a new Democratic Party government is going to ensure that the curriculum is revised so that we can teach children to be 21st century learners. That's what we want. My plans for North Windward. We are going to ensure that better health care is provided in every village. Dixon people have not had a health center in years. The roads are dilapidated. Now you're running to come to fix roads. You're insulting people. My people in Dixon, I am going to ensure that there is a health center for you. We want bypass roads in some of our villages. If you go up to Overland, where the children are walking to go to school, your heart will drop. There is a piece of road that has been damaged since I think it's when 2013. And it is still there left unattended while cement is somewhere else being tough. Wicked. We deserve better. And I tell you, my people, don't you go down. Hold your head above the water. Things are going to get better. Agriculture. Well, my fellow colleagues would have spoken at length on agriculture and what we as a party can do for agriculture. We are going to ensure that there are markets for our farmers so that when you plant your crops, you will know for sure that you have somewhere to go and sell. That will make SVG work again. My people of North Windward, don't give up. The fight is real. You are going to hear about the gutter, because that is what we know politics is about. But we are going to go clean in this election. Make sure that you go out and vote the NDP and Siobhan John on November 5th, because a breath of fresh air is sweeping through the country and it starts from North Windward. Thank you very much.
fellow Vincentians, I would
Dr.
like to
Friday,
introduce to you
best
the
leader
next
ever.
NDP candidate
Thank you. Thank you.
in Parliament, Siobhan John.
Big up to the woman them.
Representative.
Long time them around this world.
Siobhan.
Yeah, man, I'm safe.
Representative. Represent. Siobhan is the next representative. In the parliament, she go represent.
Everybody ball out.
Siobhan.
Everybody shout out.
Siobhan.
Man, them a front it. But a woman run the world. We say the man them front it. But a woman run the world. Time for we big up the woman them. Time for we respect the woman them. Time for we love up the woman them. Them are the mother with children them. Stop beat up the woman them. Stop abusing the woman them. Stop using the woman them. That are the whole problem.
Siobhan is the next representative. In the parliament, she go represent.
Yes. Everybody ball out.
Siobhan.
Everybody shout out.
Siobhan is the next representative. In the parliament, she go represent.
All right.
Everybody shout out.
Siobhan.
Hey, look your bell. Look your bell. Thank you very much. Remember, when Siobhan win, we win. When Siobhan win, we win. Make sure you go to the polls and vote for the victory, ladies and gentlemen. Hey now, we have one more speaker to come. Because trust me, tonight here in North Windward has been a wonderful and magnificent night tonight. What a message from North Windward tonight. Give yourself a round of applause. Before I get into the next performer, because we have another performer coming up. Is it 24th, Patel? The 24th. On the 24th, I want all of you here tonight, and those of you who are at home, those of you who didn't make it here tonight, on the 24th, soon as you go home, mark it on your calendar. If you have your phone, mark it on your calendar in your phone. Write it in your hand. Put it up on your wall in your home. On the 24th, we are going to the Pity Bodell playing field for a massive song competition. The biggest, baddest songs for the New Democratic Party in one big, massive competition. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. Make sure you organize your transportation and we go into the 24th North Leeward. Alright? Pity Bodell playing field. Now, before I bring up the next performer, ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you. And before I bring up the next speaker, I want to encourage you. We could jump and we could shout as much as you want here tonight. If you don't go and don't vote, we will not bring home the victory. And we need to secure the victory. You can see it. You can feel it, like Bob Marley say. There is a natural mystic in the air. And that is the New Democratic Party. And we have to ensure the victory on November 5th. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium. He is a former soca monarch king in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tonight is his first performance on stage for the New Democratic Party in the 2020 campaign. Make some noise for Madzat!
We cannot be doing the same thing day after day and expecting a different outcome. I believe.
Yellow.
For years we not see them.
Run them.
No job for the youths them. Run them.
We don't no vote for them. What? We gonna change them like dirty diaper. You can't be the general and you don't have the R. Wave the man. Everybody. Monday, Tuesday.
It's Friday.
Wednesday, Thursday.
It's
every day. Any day. Everywhere. People, we alone. Hold on. Because the t-shirt's white, They think it's a problem. Let me tell you something. Freedom fighters fight for freedom. Yellow Army is fighting for yellow. They say the guy paint up the building in national colors is blue and green and no yellow. We put in the yellow black in the national colors. We're beyond them. Look at the tune. Wave. Turn up the music. We can't do without it. Play that song some more. Listen. When we say too long, now them have the people that suffer. Them have feel like garbage in a gutter. They say don't get them office and a water. And we still a jail, brother. We can't get no butter. What's up? Everybody, NDP people, Yellow Army. Turn up the music. We can't do without it. Play that song some more. When we say too long, now them have the people that suffer. Them have feel like garbage in a gutter. They say don't get them office and a water. Prime Minister get fatter. Too long now we not see no they pay. The basket in the kitchen empty. Not Windward, not Central. Every NDP body wave. What is I wanna do? Turn up the music. We can't do without it. In the back, wave, let me see you. Can't afford to pay the school fee. We just out of school day. No work, no day. Belly empty, can't see a 10 or 20. Mama don't have no food in her kitchen. Can't buy rice when no talk about chicken. Like the backyard, they stop go pumpkin. Can't get no flour figure back fried up. No one hears, we hungry cry. I love all you. Not when one turn up the music. We can't do without it. Play that song some more. Too long now them have the people that suffer. They sit down in them office and water. We not see. Too long now we not see no they pay. The baskets in the kitchen empty. They use them out of street hungry. Just enough food now, no money, wave your hands and say. Turn up the music. We can't do without it. Play that song some more. Can't afford to pay the school fee. We jump out of school day. No work, no day. Belly empty, can't see a 10 or 20. Mama don't have no food in her kitchen. Can't buy rice when no talk about chicken. Like the backyard, they stop go pumpkin. Can't get no flour figure and fried up it. No one hears, we hungry cry. No one shares for them piece of pie. No one cares when poor people die. Jump, 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 jump. Everybody hand up. This I wanna. Turn up the music. We can't do without it. Play the song some more. When you see me win this thing, Dr. Friday, don't make me for sing that song for you when you win, you know. All right. Serve the people, and the people will serve you. Next tune.
You cannot be doing the same thing day after day and expecting a different outcome.
Yellow.
I believe.
Yellow.
The job for the youths them. We don't know for forgive them. We gonna change them. Like dirty they can't be the general and you know I'm the army. We have the flag in the man. Somebody say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Natalie what say? Country say? Grenadine say? Pop! What up? Big up my brother Skinny. But even Skinny say, somebody say, yeah! Tongue goddess! Let's go! We are love.
Cannot be doing the same thing day after day and expecting a different outcome. I believe.
Yellow flags! Yellow jerseys! Yellow rocks! We don't vote for them. We gonna change them. Like dirty diaper. Can't be the general and you don't have the army. Where the man? Hey, on. Yes. Wednesday, Thursday. Every day. Any day. Everywhere. November 5th. We hello. Whip. Every day. Any day. Everywhere. People say. We hello. Roads are fixed now. The truck are built now. Building up here top now. Back wall are built up and falling down. You can't be the general.
Now is the time for leadership that provides for jobs.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Every day, everywhere. People say, love you. I'm on. Yeah. Oi! Watch a crowd of people. Labor dead, oi! I can't hear you. Labor dead, oi! Oi! I am not going to waste any more time. Welcome the next Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Make some noise for Dr. Godwin Friday.
get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Say, let's get together and feel alright.
Let's get together to fight this.
All right. Good night, good night, good night. What a thing here tonight. What a thing here tonight. The park full. As far as I can see, is people, people, people. What they singing? They say, we want Chevron. Chevron. We want. You know, we have been building from one event to another. And we have to pace ourselves because we still have a long campaign to go. And as you can see, some of us are already showing the battle scars. But we will continue this struggle. When I see all the people come out here tonight, last night we were down in South Central Windward, Brother Noel. In South Windward, sorry, in Bayaboo. And then we were down in East Kingston and Zion Hill with Fitz. And the night before, we were in Central Leeward with Ben. And tonight, we are here with a most magnificent display of love and support and hope for our country here in Owia. This is why it is so important that we have this decision to make in November. And Fitz told you earlier on that November the 5th, we have a pivotal choice to make in this country. We have been saying it, we have been repeating it over and over again, because we want the people to understand that this is a decision that's going to affect us for a very long time. And we have a chance now to say bye-bye to all the broken promises, to all the disappointments, to the complacency and the selfishness of the ULP. We have a chance to make a decision that is going to chart a brighter future for all of us in this country. Not one where you have a government that those who have the ones who have all the opportunities for themselves and for their children, the nepotism that you have in this present administration. We have a brighter future. We have a better chance to chart a new future for this country. But in order for us to do it, we have to take care of business. All of you that are here, let's get the job done. On November the 5th, it's an opportunity. But we have to take it. We have to encourage our neighbors, those who may have voted for another party, those who may have said that they don't see any difference between one politician and another. Tell them that the Democratic Party, that we have a plan
to grow the economy of this country and to provide jobs for young people. And this plan includes what we will do for the farmers of this country. Patel told you of the great plans we have in North Leeward for the ganja farmers, that they must be a part of the medicinal industry and the recreational ganja industry. This is something that we have to deliver for our people. When you hear our young people, when we hear the people in this constituency of North Windward and in Barreley, where the poverty rate has gone up, in this constituency, which was the poorest before, and instead of the government doing something to relieve the people, what they have done has made the people of this constituency even poorer. This means that we have to have a plan to revive North Windward. We cannot have this constituency, these beautiful people, always being left behind as though they are forgotten children of Chateauye. In this, the month of independence, we have to commit ourselves to say, the people who are in the far-flung parts of our country, in this constituency, that they must be given priority, not just something, but priority, to ensure that the living standards that they enjoy here can match those anywhere else in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That takes effort, but it takes thought, it takes commitment on the part of a government to bring change for the people. Here in this constituency, we have fishing potential. The government built a fishery center in this Owia, and what did they do? They abandoned it. They just brought it like some big shiny object to try to dazzle the people and doesn't contribute to developing the lives, improving the lives of the people. We have a plan for the fishing industry. I am particularly interested in it because my colleague, Patel Matthews, myself, my colleague, Terence Olivier, Lavon Velox, Ben, we are from constituencies with large fishing populations where a lot of people depend on the fishing industry. So what we say we're going to do, we understand the potential that it has. Not only can it create export markets and bring foreign exchange revenue into our country, more importantly, it can provide jobs and better living standards for our people. So what we have decided to do is that we are going to separate the ministries of fisheries and agriculture. Agriculture is an important pillar of the economy by itself. There is a commitment from us in the New Democratic Party that we will rebuild agriculture. But the Minister of Agriculture will focus on rebuilding agriculture. Because right now what we have is a minister who gets up every Monday morning with a new idea. One day is turmeric, the next day is ackee, the next day is something else. And the farmers are left behind because it's all gimmick, it's not performance. So we say the Minister of Agriculture will have the task of rebuilding agriculture in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'll give you some more details just now. But we also want to have a minister who is dedicated to building the fisheries industry in this country so that we too can export a large amount of seafood. He or she will focus on helping the fisher folk so that they can have more efficient boats. They can go out and stay longer. They have credit, they can buy better engines and equipment, and so that they can make a living, not just subsistence, but one where they're actually running a business. This is not rocket science because it is done elsewhere. In our neighbors in Grenada, for example, that is being done. And so we will task that minister to create opportunities for our fishing industry. Do you know that Grenada, our neighbor, they have 32% less seawater around them than us because we are, as you know, a set of islands scattered across the Caribbean Sea. They have 32% less seawater under their control, yet they export 69% more seafood than we do. That means that we have a resource that is untapped. And when I tell you that we are going to create jobs in this country, this is one of the key areas. We call it the blue economy. That is only one aspect of our transformation of the blue economy. There is another part of it that I want you to think about. Over 10 years ago, the European Union gave this country money to build a maritime and hospitality institute. That was something supposed to be training people for our hotel industries, but also to train our seafarers, our sailors, so that they can get their certification and find jobs all over the Caribbean and all over the world. All those years we asked them, when is this facility going to be open so that our sailors don't have to go to Trinidad or to Panama or to Miami in order to gain their certification so that they can get employed on the cruise ships and the cargo ships all over the world. But they haven't done it. That is also part of our blue economy commitment, that we will get this institute up and running so that our sailors can get certification here, and we may even be able to attract sailors from Grenada and Dominica and elsewhere to come here and get certification. And then they are now available to get jobs wherever they are available in the region and elsewhere. That is plank number 2 in our commitment to revive our blue economy. We have also the Otley Hall Marina and Shipyard. That serves our marine fleet here, our maritime fleet. But this government has killed it. They have neglected it, all because it was built by James Mitchell and the New Democratic Party. So they say they're spiting Mitchell, but in fact what they're doing is they're spiting the young people of this country. Because you have over 100 jobs as electricians, as plumbers, as welders, divers, painters, skilled jobs that could make good money. Yet it's down there rotting because this government, in its wickedness, its spite, trying to get back at James Mitchell and the NDP, left it to rot. If you go there now, it's just completely destroyed. A mess. Meanwhile, our young people who could be getting work there are at home and they can't find work to do. Well, I give you that commitment. That's the third plank of the revival of our blue economy. Within the first term of an NDP government, I will go there, reopen Otley Hall. You will see thriving businesses there. Young people will find work there. Our ferry services all over our beautiful country will be able to go there and have their ships repaired.
Busy man with the plan to transform this land. Anywhere you go, people love this man. When you walk in
now, I don't know if you detected it, but I kind of struggled with the voice here tonight. So, I just want to cut through to the key point. They say that we don't have a plan. Them fellas joking. Tell them all they could do is go up on the platform nowadays and cuss me and all the members of my team. Because they are none to offer. But one of the things that they're doing too is they're telling bold-faced lies about me, about my team, about the things that we plan to do. They say that, oh, you want to hear something? I tell them, I tell you, the contrary people, we're going to reduce VAT from 16% to 13%. And we're going to do it because we are overtaxed in this country. We also have the lowest wages in the OACS. When they put the two things together, taxes against you, government taking money out your pocket, and very little going in the other one because your wage is low, that results in hardship and poverty. So we say we're going to create some relief very quickly for the people throughout the country by reducing the VAT. Ralph said that that is reckless. He said reckless because he can't think, he can't imagine how poor people would benefit from such a move. They live in their ivory towers. They live in their bubbles, separate from the people, driving in their SUVs with the windows up and tinted so you can't see them inside. And they don't understand the experience, the hardship that the people are feeling. Well, we say we will bring relief for the people by reducing the VAT. But I'm not going to stop there. I am going to look at all the stuff that is happening at customs. The customs duties, the procedures at humbug business, and make everybody feel that somehow when you go to customs, you're begging a favor. The business people complain and it's a Friday, there's one thing you do. Make some sense of what's happening at customs. Make the duties rational and predictable so that you could plan your business and do something to generate more jobs in this country. So we will look very thoroughly at what's happening at customs and make it more user-friendly, reduce the rates where we can do so, and make it so that businesses can prosper in this country. The people have asked us to transform the situation here now, where more than half of the young people are unemployed. Over 40%, 36% of the general population unemployed. That is unacceptable. And we will change that. So I told you that we are going to reduce the VAT, reduce import duties, and rationalize the process. But we are going to look even beyond that. We are going to do a comprehensive tax review to see how it is that our taxes either stimulate growth or just punish people. When you do that, people will understand that the government is on their side. It is not just trying to put your hand in the pocket and take money out so that they could build parliament buildings and buy new cars for the prime minister and who else help. We want to know that the people, the government works for the people. That is going to create the conditions for them to succeed. And that is what we will do in this country. And we can do it because we have the ideas, we have the team. We have here the team behind me. This is the most competent, the best team of people ever assembled to contest elections in this country. But here, let me tell you, they're not there to contest just elections. They are there to win the elections. But not so that they could stand up on a soapbox and say, look how good I am. These are people who are tasked with on the first day, on November the 6th, that we start working to transform the economy of this country. We start working for you to create jobs for you in this country. Because that is what the people deserve.
Working midnight.
I'm if I tell you. You think it's easy for barbers?
We talk about
the shop all day and nothing not one.
And I want to tell the young people of this country, we are particularly interested in bringing back the hope for you because we know how much you're feeling the pain. So, for those of you who are on the Yes program, you know they're telling the lies the Friday and I'm going to cut the Yes program. That is nonsense. Right now, they're giving them $450. We say we will increase it to $650 so that the students get some more. But that is not all. That is not all. That is not all. We propose to expand the program, not just from teaching or in the public service where somebody goes and gets a hang on somewhere. We want to expand it so that people in the private sector can also do it. But they're not getting it for free. We say to them, we will give you the worker, we will pay the $650, but you gotta match it. Give them a living wage so they could get a job. And they could get some experience, and then they could put it in the resume, and then they could start applying for jobs elsewhere. This is going to help the young people of our country.
Shining on my face again.
I want to say something now to the civil servants. Because you wouldn't believe the number of calls I get. The first one I get, I said, well, maybe somebody joking. Then I get another call and it's a Friday, well, I have to say something about this. Because you know what they're telling people in the service? That NDP can cut the service. That NDP can fire people. I mean, how stupid can it be? My entire campaign is based about creating jobs. The first thing I can do is go in and cut jobs. That don't make sense. But I wanted people to understand this, the commitment I give you. We are about growing the economy and creating more opportunities. Not about slicing the pie a different way so that some people get and some people don't get. It's about growing the pie. So those who have now don't have to fear. I say to those people who are in the service, some people say, well, they get a job because they're a friend of some minister or somebody in the service favor them and so on. My thing is this, if you're doing your work, you're safe. If you're doing your work, that is all I am concerned about. Do your job and create opportunities in the service. Work for the farmers, work for the business people, make the civil service efficient because, let's face it, the public service have an important role to play in creating the conditions that will then make it so that the private sector can grow and expand and create jobs. That is the synergy that we want. So the people in the public service don't have to worry about me. They don't have to worry about my team. We're not coming to get anybody, we're coming to help. We're coming to give them the authority to make the decisions that they want to make. We want the people who work in the Ministry of Agriculture to finally to say, I want to be able to make a suggestion. I want to be able to put into practice a program that we have developed so we can help the farmers. You don't have to wait for the minister to come in on Monday and say he got a bright idea. And then the next week, you forget about it and you go on to something else. The public servants want to work, they want to contribute, and we will give them that opportunity to do so. But no, I just want to tell you how proud I am of my team. And finally, I want to start by paying respect and honor to the home girl. Your breath of fresh air in North Windward. Siobhan, come up here.
So all the campaigning now, I think all the family was that campaigning. Now penetrating now, you need shelter. That can't save you now, never too late. Run them, Chevron, run them. Run them, the whole run them in. Run them, Chevron, run them.
You see this young man over here with the pretty socks? Hey.
Hey, you got Ralph campaigning like he never campaigned before. Because now we frightened. Because we have our David of the North who can bring down Goliath when it comes to the vote on November the 5th. Cut loose. Listen, the enthusiasm that we had here tonight for Israel Bruce, the man who is going to tell Saboto that he doesn't have any more Monday morning plans for the Ministry of Agriculture, that he will retire him. We're cutting loose with Israel Bruce. Noel! Last night we were in South Windward in Viable with Noel. We were there and there was such a wonderful reception that I finally said to myself, Noel has broken the spell. So the people, when they come on November the 5th, they will confirm that Noel has broken the spell. So we'll break the spell with Noel. Thank you so much, my brother. And we start with the ladies, Lavon. East St. George. Here we are the female power in politics here in this country. So Sister Lavon, she is going to take East St. George with her enthusiasm and the support that she gets from the people in that constituency. There will be no dynasty in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. She will take care of Camilo.
So come and join with me.
Hey.
Free up the country, let we go now. Wave it. I say wave it. You will hear me wave it.
All the way with Kay in West St. George. She tell you, this is the woman who knows how to fight for people's rights. She always stands up to be counted when it matters. So West St. George, we're bringing you firepower. And Curtis, he will be a footnote in history. Thank you again. Fitz, here now, this young man, we go back a long, long way. I have known him since he was a little boy. And we go up. I went to school ahead of him and I came back and taught him for a while. But he's a bright young man. He has a lot of talent, a lot of ideas. And they're trying to frighten people to say Fitz can't run. Do you ever hear anything like that? They can't deal with the man, so they're trying to spread lies and fear. But Fitz is going to keep East Kingston solidly within the new Democratic Party camp. Thank you, my brother.
It's time for me to get rid of these ULP.
Daniel.
Go out election time and vote for the NDP. Look at the state.
The waterman. If you look for competence in the dictionary, you find Daniel's picture on it. This is the man who can get the job done in West Kingston. And he will do it as he has done all his professional life. Deliver for the people of this country. Major, we're filling out the Kingston. Hey now. Yeah, Major, say you're the best behavior tonight. Well, wait. We're gonna have to create some waves to make the kind of transformation we want to in this country. And we won't be afraid to do it. Because we have the right team, we have the ideas, and we have the commitment. So Major, get ready to work November the 6th, as you have always done. Bless up. All right, where are you going? Nature boy, come up here. You see this fella here? Listen, in politics, the most dangerous thing you could do is to underestimate your opponent. Nature, he is quiet but deadly. When he ready to campaign, nobody touching him. Nobody touching nature. And we're ready for him in government too, when we form government on November the 5th. Ben! Central Windward Posse! Ben Exeter is a fighter. He stood up. When the thief votes in Central Windward, he stood up and he went through the system. But he's saying no. This is the day of reckoning. He has put in the work. The people in Central Windward will come up for Ben on November the 5th. He will be part of our team in the cabinet to help to transform St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm happy to have him here because he had great things, a lot of work to do. Stand up. Patel! All you hear fire tonight? Eh? You see the enthusiasm? Because he gave it from you. Because you tell him you want him to go to Parliament, to form government, to work hard on your behalf, to help the farmers up north, Leeward, and throughout the country, the fisher folk all over this country, to create better lives for themselves. That is what we're tasked to do. This is a man, every single day, is working on that problem. Many days, he and I, we sit in my office and we talk about the plans that we have for the farmers and for the fisher folk of this country who have been let down by this ULP administration. And when we get there, we will put it into practice. I can't wait to do that. Thank you so much, my brother. And we start. Bernard. Bernard Wiley. This is a man of experience. He has experience in government that is legendary as a representative. You go through the Marico Valley, there's only one representative they talk about of having accomplished anything in Marico. And all I say is Bernard, is Wiley, is Wiley. This is why, when after 20 years, he decided to come back and finish the work that he started, the people were only too ready to embrace him and say, come Bernard, let me work on this thing. Join Dr. Friday team. Let me get the job done. I am so happy to have him a part, to learn from his experience from the last time he was in government, so we could continue the work of building this country. And my brethren from the Grenadines. You see how, hey now. All you see how we make up his face? He tell me I bring him last, right? But he's the last but not least. He's the body from the Southern Grenadines. We have similar problems in our country, in our constituencies. Problems of neglect by this ULP government. And Terence, he has stood up for the people of the Southern Grenadines like no other representative. You have Snag, who say that he is part of the government and he never advocates for the people of the Southern Grenadines the way that Terence as a representative does. And I am so proud to call him a member of my team, and after November the 5th, to call him a member of my cabinet. We have a lot of work to do, my dear people, and we are looking forward to it. So thank you very much. Tonight is a wonderful exhibition on your part. You're telling us that you want change in this country, but we need to do it together. We have to work with this team. You bring your disappointments, your hopes, your expectations of us as government. Bring them with ours. Our dreams too. Our ability. Our experience. Our desire to transform St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Bring them all together. The New Democratic Party is not just a political party. It is a movement. It is an umbrella. It is a wave that is going to transform not just the government, but the whole country when we get a chance to govern. And this is the team that will do it. Let us do it together. Let us get the job done. Help me finish this on November the 5th, once and for all, so we can move forward. And after Thursday is what? After Thursday. After Thursday. And Friday is when we start to work. Thank you. God bless you. And good night.
NDP family! This is Team NDP. November 5th, we go into the polls and we voting for NDP. Just a few announcements. Ras. Ever come off the stage for me, please, Ras. Just a few announcements. We're reminding you of the big song competition. It is happening on the 24th. And we're heading to Pity Bodell playing field, North Leeward. We want to make sure that you are there. On Independence Day, we're heading to Sharps, Central Kingston with the Major for a big independence celebration. Remember as well, on the 25th, I want you to mark these dates down in your calendar and listen me good. On the 25th, we have a boat ride to Beckwith. Mariaqua. We go in Mariaqua tomorrow. Who else? East Kingston. All you don't worry. All you traveling back down in style. East Kingston, don't worry. All you are traveling back down in style. Alright? All you gonna understand when I say that. So East Kingston, you are heading back down to Kingston in style tonight. Don't worry yourself. You have been taken care of. So, any other announcements? Patel, let me see. North Leeward, the van Roddy leaves at 9:45. So North Leeward, the van Roddy leaves at 9:45. All right, hold on more. Little G, South Central Windward. Little G, leaving now or in a while? Leaving now. So those of you who came in those vans, you can organize and head back down. West St. George, vans ready. And don't forget, Tuesday's nomination day. Bugner, ready. Camden Park. South Leeward, straight down. Oh, straight jump up on Tuesday into it. South Leeward. South Leeward! Whoa! All the song good. Well, hey, we ain't done yet. East St. George. On the 31st. That's all I can say for now. Alright? Caliacua, the capital. So please, alright. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if there are no more announcements, all ready to go home? Because here what? We have fugitive. Wait. And we have Too Cool Chris. Wait. All your wait. So right now, all you ready for another performance? All you make room there. Welcome on stage, the War Tanker. Welcome, Flanker.
Everybody jump with that. Say labor dead. Jump up with that. Say labor dead. Boo labor. Wind up, we duck. Kick up, we duck. Cross up, we duck. Duck your body. Duck your body. You're better than the next one. Hold on. Hold on. All right. Big up yourself, cuz. My first cousin. Brother and sister children. Big up yourself. If you never did know. Now you know. Flank, I got some big respectable cousin. Now you know. Yeah. Run takes DJ. Let me mash up the place. Let me see the yellow stick them up in the air. Everybody jump. Put them in the air. Everybody jump. Labor dead. 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 Carlos is getting licks. Morando is getting licks. Minerva is getting licks. All of them getting licks. Sadalan is getting licks. Camelo is getting licks. Even the ball and back, they getting licks till they're dead. I know this. Jesus Christ. Hold on, let me take it down. Run them in their whole Chevron. Run them in their whole Chevron. Everybody bounce. Everybody bounce. Run them in the hole. Run them Chevron, run them. Montgomery to hole. Run them Chevron, run them in the hole. Keep the fire blazing with your heart and soul. Jesus Christ, up your nice. I hear the campaigning now. I hear man shooting me but don't keep you know. Run them in the hole. Run them Chevron, run them. Montgomery to hole. Run them Chevron, run them in the hole. Keep the fire burning with your heart and soul. Run them Chevron, run them in the hole. Run them Chevron, run them. Welcome to hole. Run them Chevron, run them. You know me. Hold on. Fugitive. Right now they're in all kind of energy mood. Turn up the thing now, man. Hello. I don't want them alone. You must say Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. The party dead. You will be dead. Carlos is getting licks. Orlando is getting licks. Minerva is getting licks. All of them getting licks. Sadalan is getting licks. Camelo is getting licks. Even they getting licks. I know this. Hold on. This here look like it better than Soca Monarch. Yellow Army, put something in the air. Put them up in the air. Put them up in the air. Put them up. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. The party dead. You will be dead. Minerva is getting licks. All of them getting licks. Sadalan is getting licks. Camelo is getting licks. Even the ball and beg. Dead. I know this election night. No fun they're going to piss it. Time about 5 in a row. This time all they have to go. I said nothing ain't going so. Labor dead. Labor dead. Hello. Yellow Army. Yellow Army. We are taking a serious bunks now. Jump. 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 Lago. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Hold on. Look. Hold on. What a ban your name? What a ban your name? This a Blandy bird? Hold on, this is a NDP band. Play tune, this is a NDP band. Play tune. Down the road. Down the road. Down the road. Watch your speaker them.
You must say.
Watch this here. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Labor dead. Pull it up, Fusion. Pull up, Fusion. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Yeah, Colin say, them have to deal with certain things. At the DJ them time. Snuffy come backstage, check your bar.
Oi. Can we clear the stage, please? Can we clear the stage, please? All right. All right, let's clear the stage, please. Thank you. Thank you. Clear the stage, please. Fugitive, stand by. Fugitive, stand by.
Could the driver of the van, Gus, please report backstage? The driver of the van, Gus. East Kingston people, hold on, we're working out the problem. Please be patient. Thank you.
All right. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand over to DJ Fugitive and Too Cool Chris, who's going to deal with the rest of the party, after party. Snuffy, please report backstage. You are needed backstage urgently, please. Please check Rick's Rentals backstage as soon as possible. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to hand over. So, nobody on the stage, please. Nobody on the stage, please. All right. Upgrade. The van upgrade. Ready to leave. Check the van upgrade, please.
Action movie don't take talk. Competition is no problem. Vote them out is no problem. Stick to the plan. What? NDP, 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 NDP. Watch this. Watch this. Country people done over. Graduates don't come over. Turn over, plus me never flip over. Watch when the drum flap floater. Watch this. NDP, 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 NDP.
Wow.
NDP.
The van came me for. Tell me again, partner. The van came me for where? Richland Park. Nobody. Come. Come tell me again, come. Give me the name of the van. Tell me, what name of the van? Richland Park. What the van name? Jimmy. All right, the van Jimmy for Richland Park is ready for the road. Hey, who touching me there again? Yes. Which one? Melando. They say Melando ready. Good? Yes. Jewish. The people from Calico, Jewish, the van ready. Nice. So, somebody touching me again. The van Boston, Topper leaving for 10:30, so we have a little party time with that. Fitz Bramble, touch me again, yes.
All the East Kingston travelers meet under the tent behind the stage.
All the East Kingston travelers meet by the tent under the stage. Behind the stage, I say under the stage, Jesus Christ. Nice, good. Listen. All the people who supporting the New Democratic Party, can I have your hands in the air, please? I don't show. Listen, if you have a yellow flag, a yellow rag, just put it up. Just put it up. Just put it up. Just put it up. Put it up. Put it up.
They said the barrel van ready to go. Check the barrel van. You ready to go? They must know which van it is.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana.
See but when check by the DJ now. See but check the DJ now.
Ilondoloze, uhambe.
The shuttle bus pulling out. Check the shuttle bus. Romo, check the shuttle bus.
Ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami. Dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze, zuhambe nami.
Listen, if the whole of Owia feeling a change tonight, put your flags in the air. Put your rags in the air. Flags in the air. Rags in the air. No, no.
Are you ready? Let me go. Hands in the air. Wind up time.
Snuffy, come quick. Snuffy, check my body, DJ.
Hear me now. Don't tell me you're tired. I don't want to hear it. This party is going till morning. You said you're so quiet. Hearing all this
it's only one choice. And it's not to be the key. Yeah, ULP, who they talk them like a plans now. And the NDP bringing all the funds now. God win, yeah, we time for bust now. I'll see Friday and them have to back down. Jobs we provide for the youths, them regular. Them I make promise and not keep them. November the 5th, NDP will win them. At a LK, more jobs, more employment. Fear we, them fear we. Vote, we are vote for the NDP. Yeah, we are win November the 5th, it's only one choice. And it's not to be the key. Yeah, fear we, them fear we. Vote, we are vote for the NDP. Yeah, we are win November the 5th, it's only one choice.